Hello, it's day 23 of the Liberator project, and as you can hear, it's been a pretty windy day. So I've tried to work on the van, but it's been blowing a gale, it's been sunny, it's been raining. Every 20 minutes it seems the weather changes, and I don't mind it being windy because, okay, it's refreshing, I can keep going, but every now and again the rain just gets too bad and I had to stop going. Also, I wasn't going to be painting. I wasn't going to paint the van in case it actually was more than a few spots and it actually really chucked it down. So not the stage I want it to be, which is difficult for me. I spoke to a few companies today. Some good news though, I had one of my theatrical agents and one of my engineering agents call me about potential roles or potential jobs. So maybe, you know, I can do a bit of film work, or I can do some engineering, both of which are good, all of which help the project. So anyway, today I have done quite a bit actually, despite every now and again packing everything into the van, waiting for the rain to stop, then bringing it all out again. So let's show you the engine. Right. See, that's looking, I'll try and get into, that's looking a lot better. I've cleaned up quite a few things. The van's got a new servo brake system, it's got a new water pump, and I've just generally been cleaning things up and making sure everything works. I haven't fired it up yet because it's been parked for a while and it needs you know, it needs a jump start, but also, you know, I've got to I want to repair the leads, set the points up, set the spark gaps, you know, messing around, things like that. Now I was going to give it a full service, but it looks like the person who had the van before me has done some work on it, so it didn't really need it. I checked the oil, and you know, while it was old oil, it wasn't anywhere near as bad as I was expecting. So what I've done is I've used some oil treatment. I've just put that into the engine. That should be fine. You know, if I don't want to replace things if I don't need to. I don't want to put another, you know, I don't want to give it an oil change because that wastes hours, and I'm not sure it's worthwhile at the moment. So that's good. That's sloshing around. If you can see down into the engine, whoa, I'm going upside down. I've got the washer bottle in, and I've replaced all the pipes and the electrics on that, so that was actually working reliably. While I was doing taking out the old washer system, I found this. Someone had blocked up the pipes using a drill bit, so that was just to stop it leaking, and that's why obviously it's not working. But you know, that's a bit of a bodge. But on the plus side, I've got a new drill bit, so that's a good thing. I've spent a lot. Every job today seems to have taken a lot longer than I was expecting. Again, I've taken out even more wiring than yesterday. Switches and things, I didn't know what they were doing, or they weren't wired in properly. So that's that. I'll show you the dashboard. I've cleaned out a lot of things, and I've also fitted up the, can you see this? The inside. Now the reason the glove compartment's still open is that I've got a catch I've got to fit onto it to stop it, and I need some more screws and things, so I'll do that tomorrow. And also I still need to fit the radio cassette, but it's looking quite nice in here. I mean, the seats are covered with just spare covers to keep the ones I want to sell it with pristine, and things are going well. It took me quite a while to get the fan heater to work, and that's going now. So all the switches that I know of are working absolutely fine, so that's good. And the washers are very good. However, I still haven't wired them up to the foot switch. There's a foot switch down here, which used to be a pair of bellows that did the original washers. I want to now use the foot switch to turn on the electric motor, so I need to wire that in. But you can see the inside's going well, even though it's just, even fitting the glove compartment, which is just 5 screws, that took ages to get all 5 of them to line up. I've only got 4 lined up at the moment. I need to get some probably better bolts, or some, you know, some new parts rather than the rusty old ones, and I will try and get that bolted up properly tomorrow and get the catch fitted. Again, I did a second coat of paint on the back of the van, I still haven't got this lock off, but so that's had another coat of paint. It's not perfect, but it makes it look a lot better. And you can see I've taken off things like the air filter. Again, the air filter wasn't particularly dirty. I vacuumed it just to make sure it's not jammed with anything, but the air filter was fine. And I'm just I've sprayed with spray hammerite the air filter, so it looked nice as well. So the engine should be fine. Now, still not ready to sell the van, which is a big problem for several companies as well as myself. But say a decent day tomorrow, and you know, I should be at the point where I can actually get it fired up, and you know, good enough to list, and I can sort out any of the odd jobs in the week it takes for the eBay auction to run. So that's the state of play today. So I've done quite a bit, but nowhere near as much as I wanted. But I should be pleased that everything seems to be working in the cabin, and the electrics are not working in the back here. That'll be one of the switches I've taken out, and to be honest, I'm not going to fit that because the lights are not very nice anyway. They're horrible fluorescent tubes. If someone's going to decorate the back of the camper, which is what I would do, I'd put new lights in, you know, not discrete hidden LED ones, or I'd go for much nicer retro ones. It seems to have these horrible little fluorescent tubes in, which are a very harsh light and they're not very pleasant. So either make it fully retro and go the sort of 70s light bulb way, or, you know, make it a modern, make it a nice living space and do it with